We welcome you to Los Angeles, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set. And starting in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Ready to go now? And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And that is downstairs. And we're underway. And now 2-0. Late with the swing there.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
That misses. And now 3-1. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Yamamoto over to first. Tatis dives back in.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Right through there for a strike. Snap throw.
2-1.
Tatis gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Just misses with that one.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Manny Machado in the box now. Takes strike 1. Check swing. No appeal. And it's 1-1.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And it falls. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. That one fouled off.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
First and second here, no outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one, and that splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Gavin Sheets in now. Takes ball one off the plate. And now it's even up. First and second, 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw on to Freeman. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Stephen Kolek.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Hard hit, right side. Takes it himself, and a quick out, number 1. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Max Muncy.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. In the air out to center. Merrill makes his way towards it. Makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Freeman hits it in the air. Tatis after it. Makes the play, and it's out, number 3. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Yamamoto back to work. This to center field. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Squirts away a little bit. Cronenworth gets his lead at first with nobody out. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the top of the second. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Luis Ariz stands in his first time. And that misses. And that's ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they strand a pair. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Padres 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Will Smith to the plate. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Waste no time there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Center field. Hauls it in, 1 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Ground ball could be 2. Acrobatic throw for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning. And we're back.
Leading
now
off
Machado
for the
up
Padres,
here.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Wow, short work to sit in the packet to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Jackson Merrill struck out swinging his first time. And that's in there at the knees.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
He swings and fouls one off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate. As we go to the last of the third, here's the left fielder, Andy Pajes. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1's the count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. First offering misses badly for ball one. Pajes on at first, nobody out. And there's a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Stepping in, Hesung Kim. That one the other way, and it's caught for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And that's outside. And that is ball one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the ground right side, 4, 6. And that's all they'll get.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now it's Mookie Betts. That's to third. Machado throws to first in time. And that is the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 3 innings complete. It's the Padres 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, on to the 4th. So digging in now for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Now a chance for Jake Cronenworth. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Edman makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
2 down, base is empty. So here's the Padres DH, Luis Campusano. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and The count now 2-1. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his.
Now pitching.
Alex
for the Dodgers.
Vesia on the pitch here.
Number
Gets an
51.
opportunity to square off against his former
Alex
team, so I
Vesia.
wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars, but they're on top 1-0. Back here in L.A., and now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Ripped on the ground to second, tosses to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And up to the plate is Will Smith. A single his first time. Out to short. Whips it to first on the run, and they get the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
And now it's Max Muncy. He hit into a double play his first time up. To the right side, Cronenworth. In plenty of time to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Padres 1 and the Dodgers nothing. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the catcher comes up to him. Martin Maldonado. Ball 1 low. Slider right there.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone.
0-1.
Tatis in the box again, takes a strike. Now fly ball to right center. Hernandez sizes this one up and makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Luis
Now the
Ariz.
number 2 hitter, Luis Ariz. A strikeout and a walk. That's in there. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Close, but called a ball. And the count even 1-1. The other way. That's a base hit.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting
third
practice
baseman,
today. So
Manny
impressed with
Machado.
his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And Manny gets a piece. Ariz off of first with 2 away.
0-1.
In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And a ground ball to first, and it goes just foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just...
The swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. One left for San Diego, but they still lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that one in the air center field. Drops into the glove. One away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Tommy Edman at the plate, and he's already singled in this game. Now a screamer into the outfield, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Hesung Kim digs in now. He's been a great free agent sign. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
2-0.
Ball, that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out.
Runner takes off, and there's a foul ball. Just missed.
1 ball. One strike.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Merrill leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Just missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
One ball, two strikes.
He goes down looking. Padres lead one. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Shohei Ohtani. Kolek back to work. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That's hard hit in the line. And it's gone. He muscles that one out of here. His 26th of the year, and we are tied. It's 1-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Betts up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. 10 outs have come from the first pitch, so it's fair to say they're making it too easy on the pitcher by swinging so early.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one ripped to left, and it's just foul. That was close. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make it. First and second, no outs. Will Smith, the next to hit, 1 for 2. On the ground, 2 ball. Machado tossed to second, relay to first, double play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there, worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the inning is over. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. And the batter now, Luis Campusano.
That's a ball.
You know, these Padres.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 70, Justin Robleski.
Foul ball there. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Go-ahead run on base. Next for the Padres, Martin Maldonado. Just missed. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Now this is in the air down the line. Hernandez ranging after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. With the go-ahead run at first, here in the top half of inning number 7. Makes the catch, one down.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Runner on the go. To third, Muncy. Sends it across to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman Luis Ariz.
So 2 down now, and here is Luis Ariz. In there for strike 1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that is foul. That one 95 to finish him off.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Muncy to hit.
Third baseman.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
There's the strike, 95 of that one. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
And now, Andy Pajes. First pitch, not close. Muncy aboard here at first with nobody out. And it's even up.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brings it in. And there's one down. And here comes Tommy Edman.
The center fielder, Tommy Edman.
And that one fouled off. The pitch. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Muncy headed for third. Coming home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
One out, runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. On the ground to first, Ariz takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
In the air, left field, down the line. Snags it on the run. And that is that. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're at the top of the eighth. Now the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Just missed. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count 2-1.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
This one lifted in the air, left field, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Leading off, Mookie Betts. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 for 3. Grounder might be 2 on a Cronenworth. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Slow ground ball to the right side. A rise onto first. That's the third out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still lead it 2-1.
Now pitching.
So the
for
Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Kirby
Number
Yates.
38.
Big swing and miss
Kirby.
stuff right here, Boo.
Yates.
Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Sheets. The next to hit takes low for a ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Jake Cronenworth.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Yeah, that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 1 down, base is empty. Swings through that.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Another 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
The Padres down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 key plays to make the difference for the win.